If you are struggling or dealing with thin hair and you want braids and you are trying to figure out how can I get my braids close together without having any gaps or showing a lot of scalp, here is my method. I'm starting off by inserting small pieces of hair in the braid that I just finished. As you can see here, I'm using my latch hook, and I do have a smaller size latch hook for this method, and I'm actually just installing a small piece of braiding hair. As you can see here, I take my latch hook, I get a small piece of the braid that I just braided, and I pull a piece of braiding hair through. And I do this pretty much all the way down the braid that I just finished braiding. And then I go in and I part the braid that I'm getting ready to do. So this is the braid that I'm getting ready to do, and I do use very small sections of the hair because in order to get the braids close together, you can't use a large piece of hair. That is going to make it gappy and spacey, and that's not what we want. Once I do that, I'm going in with a piece of braiding hair and I'm just going to start braiding as I normally would, but I'm braiding in those little small pieces that I added. And that's what's going to keep this next braid close to the braid that I just finished braiding. Those small pieces of hair is going to help keep the next braid really close. So again, as you can see here, I'm just braiding that braid. And as I braid that braid, look how close it is to the braid that I just finished. If that makes sense. If not, you should be able to visually see what I'm doing. I'm so unsure why my camera continues to keep auto-focusing, meaning it's getting blurry and then it clears up. But as you can see here, the braid is really close together. And that's how you want to get your braids close together. As you can see, her hair is very thin and very sparse, especially right here at the top. And this is the method that I'm going to be using throughout to make sure that all her braids are close together and that there is no gaps, no scalp is showing. Again, I'm going to use that same method with this. And I added in those small pieces in the braid that I just finished. And again, I took some more braiding hair and I just started braiding. And as I'm braiding, I am catching those small pieces of hair that I just added to the braid before this one. And as I braid down, again, you can see how it gets this braid really close together to the braid that I just finished. I'm doing her braids kind of big because she did not want small braids. She didn't want the really small feed-in braids. She's an older client. She loves her gray and I love it too. It looks very beautiful on her. However, she wanted bigger braids, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. When my clients make requests, I try to do exactly what they want and get as close to exactly what they ask for as possible. So again, if you are looking for ways to cover bald spots, if you're looking for a way to braid thin hair and get them close together, this is the perfect method for that. So I'm going to show you the end results of how all her braids look very close together. Again, as you can see, this is a very sparse, really thin area right here, and you're going to see how it's all closed off. Okay, so as you can see here, I am doing my very last braid here in the front because I want to try to make sure I cover as much as her thin area as possible. And as you can see here at the top, it is all filled in. There is no scalp showing. It came out absolutely gorgeous. Nothing is gappy up here at the top. Although her hair was really thin, again, this is the perfect method for thin hair. I'm going to show you the end results. But once again, you can use this method even for those who have hair loss. You can use the same exact method. Thin hair, thin edges, no edges. This method works wonders. I'm sure that you will love it. She loved her hair, and so did I.